Hey, it's James with All Hail Internal Combustion. Figure I'd make a little quickie-ish video on the Civic. We had our cooling fan go out on this thing. It was seized. So we're like, great, we'll pick up another cooling fan. And Junior went online and found this snazzy red fan that some 5-year-old girl probably printed out on her 3D printer, but it works. And put it in there, checked it, and still a problem. Well, there was an old relay over here that controlled the fan that was completely, when I took it apart, it was green on the inside. So it must have been dangling, got water in it, and stopped working. So I'm like, cool, let me wire a new relay in there. No problem, no problem, no problem. Well, there's a fan sensor on the back of the motor. It's basically a mechanical switch. I thought I still... Oh, there it is. Yeah, this is basically a mechanical switch. When it comes up to, I think, 185 degrees, this switch lets a ground go through that goes up to the relay. Now, this is in the back of the block. We tested it, and it clicked. But what happened to the switch was that the temperature point went way higher, and it actually clicks at like 240-ish degrees. So that was bad. It's supposed to be clicking at 185. Now that lives on the back of the block, sends a ground through. The ground goes to the relay and lets the relay energize, and then the relay sends a different ground through to turn the fan on, because the fan has constant power going to it. And Honda decided to make the neutral what was activated, or the ground what was activated when that relay kicks in. So honestly, we had pretty much the entire ball game for the fan switch on this thing was bad. It was the switch itself, it was happy little relay, and it was dumb cooling fan. We got it all put in, everything works now, the fan kicks on. And Junior told me that he had a little bit of a problem with a leak on the inside of the car. Well, the way these Civics were put together is you got your roof panel, you got your side body panel, and they bond them together in these channels. And they put basically a rubber weather stripping that hooks into a couple clips down in this channel. Well, after years of body caulk failing and everything else, we got a bit of a problem here. So I got to fix that, and I'm going to fix it before he pulls the car back out of the garage, just in case it rains, because now I've completely opened up a can of worms that I didn't even really want to open up. I think what I'm going to do is, these things are made out of 20 gauge sheet metal. I'm going to pick up some 18 gauge sheet metal and cut myself a strip. I got to be real careful around this windshield, because I don't want to burn and crack the windshield with the welder. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a strip of metal and hook it in here, put a bunch of tacks down it, and I'm going to slowly start to fill in this channel on the driver's side of the car, just below the surface, so we can get in here with some fiberglass body filler and actually fill this in and bring the side panels level with the roof panel, because I don't want to get into all that, because I can do some body work, but I can't do good body work. That's outside my wheelhouse. I could admit my limitations, but that'll fix the problem. We're going to prime everything with self-etching primer. I'll put a cap over top of this, and I'll probably spray some black paint down in here too, just to make sure it's sealed up. But I'm going to put that strip in there and weld it, and then full weld it all the way in. Put a little body filler, and we're going to see how that turns out. Hopefully it works. He's already pulled the strip off the passenger side, and we don't have that problem over there. So I might end up doing the same thing, just tacking a piece of metal in to bring it up, body filler, and he can sand all the crap out. But that's what we're up to with the Civic. And other things going on in the shop. We're still working on the 302. He just got the heads put together, because as y'all remember, we did move. So he got the heads put together. We got the trick flow springs in there. The cam called for 130 pounds of closed seat pressure. That's what these valve springs gave us. I forget what the number was on them, but everything's spec'd out right as far as the diameter around the valve guide and the seat pressure and how far they can be open before they bind up. So that all works good with the E303 cam that we got in the engine. I went ahead and bought a new set of push rods because the old ones were all snotted up on the inside, and sometimes it's just cheaper to replace them than to try and clean them out, and then you get a piece of grit that jams. And we've got the rockers over there. They're 1.7 rockers that came on the Cobra heads, so we're going to go ahead and run them. And when I did all the math, I hurt my brain, but all the math checks out, and we set everything up with the test springs, and nothing is even remotely close to hitting, so we are good to go on that. I do have to sand down the valve covers that I painted right before we moved, because I figured, I'll just wrap them in some rags and store them in the truck, and damn rags stuck to the valve covers, so now I gotta sand them down again, like I ain't got enough crap going on. And still putting the engine together for the El Camino. This is the 305. I got one head disassembled, relapped the valves. I did have to replace the exhaust valves on that. The seats were in great shape, but the valves were all pitted, and it was just the exhaust valves. I don't remember ever seeing that before on a Chevy, but who knows, this is a 89 block. So luckily the valves were only $2.50 a piece. I bought all 8 to do both sets of heads, because I figure I'm going to run into it on the other side as well. And got a new timing chain kit for it. And I still have to do the other head and do some cleanup on it. And when I pulled the oil pan off of it, I found that the oil pan had 3 or 4 soft spots in it that were probably going to end up leaking. So I scored another oil pan for it, which got it off Jegs for 61 bucks, which ain't bad for a brand new oil pan. So I'm going to keep messing around with this thing, but right now I need to get the Honda fixed so I can get it out of the garage and get some actual space to work. So tomorrow I'm going to be heading off and picking up some sheet metal and some more self-etching primer and get this booger back on the street. But that's it for what's going on around here for right now. It's a little quick, 8-minute video or whatever. But we're going to start cranking some more content out soon. We're just, after moving, we're still trying to find stuff. I can't find my electric fuel pump, and I'm looking for parts for the Ford motor that we ain't found yet. It gets crazy when you got to move this much crap and you got these many project cars going on. Because we got the F-150, we got the El Camino, the Honda's an ongoing project. Little happy Pontiac still sitting over there waiting for us to work on it. We're going to get back to that real soon too, but first thing's this, then the El Camino, then the F-150, then we're back on the Pontiac. It'll all end one day, I hope. But that's it for us this time. And try and get some more longer videos up of us doing stuff. It's still crazy. It'll calm down, I hope. But y'all have a good day. And we'll see you next time. This is James with All Hail Internal Combustion.